Hello, guys. All my Kenyans in the house. Is anybody here? Karibu, karibu, karibu. Karibu, karibu. Karibu sana. You're welcome, guys. You're welcome. We're live. So tomorrow is the D-Day. How ready are you? How prepared are you? Is anybody here? If you can hear me, say hi. If you can hear me, say hi. Karibu sana. Karibu sana. Asante sana. Come in, guys. Come in. We are live. We are live. If you can hear me, say hi. Let me know if you can hear me. Say hi if you can hear me. Tomorrow is a D-Day. Kenyans, my fellow Kenyans, how ready are you guys? How ready are you? If you can hear me, say hi. Karibu sana. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, say hi. We have 5 million people in the house. Let me know if you can hear me, guys. Can you hear me? Rookie, okay. Hello, hello. If you can hear me, say hi. I'm coming. You guys, you have to pardon me. Let me set this thing because I don't know why this thing is doing like this. Oh my God. Oh, this is serious. Let me just set it on time. I don't know why this thing is on slow-mo. Really? They say it's on slow-mo. Really? Oh, wow. This is serious. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Ah, wow, 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 wow. So, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? So, guys, can you hear me now? All right. Okay. Thank you. If you can hear me, say hi. Yes. Hi, everyone. So we are going to be spending just like 1 hour or 30 minutes or 1 hour. Let's just discuss how ready we are for tomorrow. My Kenyans in the house, asante sana. So I'm going to be dropping the link. So basically, there are like 4 contestants that people know very well for the this Kenya election that is holding tomorrow. If you don't know, Kenya election is holding tomorrow, August 9. It's going to be battle of the fittest because we have like stable, what will I call it, household politician in the that is ready for the contest, for the contest, for the debate. So I'm going to be dropping links. Please, no violence in the comment section, and no violence online. You're going to be saying maybe who you support, or if you feel like supporting somebody, you say who you support. And if you don't want to say, it's not compulsory for you to say who you support. and who you think will win. I know a former prime minister is contesting. I know somebody is contesting that has been contesting. It's just like Atiku. The person has been contesting for like 4 times now. So guys, I'm going to be dropping the link. If you can jump on the link, you tell us what you know. Like in Kenya now, the president is this the sitting president presently now is Uhuru Kenyatta, and he has been there for like, let me say 10 years. Yes, he has been there for 10 years. So another person is running. I think Odinga is running. I think Arab. Let me just check some things. Shall I drop the link? Are you ready? Please thumb up, guys. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Let me greet people. Okay, Ujulin Space, thank you for coming. Rookie, thanks for coming. Travel Iwala, thanks for coming. How will tomorrow be? Tomorrow is the D-Days. Kenyans, are you ready? Please, no violence. I want to implore you guys, do not sell your votes. This election will determine probably the next 10 years of your life again, even if not for this generation, for your children. The person might actually rerun again, making 10 years in total. Do not sell your votes, guys. This is serious. Do not sell your votes, guys. Who do you think Uhuru Kenyatta is supporting? Who do you think he is supporting? Who do you think will win the election? Let me drop the link. How will I drop? How will I drop this link? Okay. So let me drop the link. Okay. Let me drop the link. If you want to jump on the link, that's it. Is this how to drop the link? Because okay, I should click invite. All right, more invite. Where will I see invite? This is serious. Okay, has it dropped? Has it dropped? Okay, yes, I think I got a hang of it. If you're Kenyan in the house, are you voting tomorrow? Tomorrow is a D-Day. I want to implore you guys, no violence, please. No violence, no violence. Who are you voting for? How do you think
Ashanti
tomorrow will
Asana.
be? Asante sana. Karibu tena, Uju. Karibu tena. If you are Kenyan in the house, jump on the link and come in. Let's
Okay.
discuss.
Hi everyone. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hi, our beautiful host. Okay,
Ah,
before I share what I have in mind, who are you rooting for?
who am I rooting for?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want Kenyans to chop me raw.
No, you have to. You're the one that brought up this live, so you have to tell us who are you voting for? Who are you rooting
Okay,
for?
the person I'm rooting for is Odinga. He's called
Okay.
Odinga. He has contested for, I think he's a son of one of their freedom fighter. So just like
Okay.
Uhuru Kenyatta is the son of the first president. So this person
Okay.
I'm contesting for is also a freedom fighter. He's the son of a freedom fighter in Kenya.
So,
So I think
so,
he will do a great job. I
oh,
think he's the
that's
person Uhuru
nice.
Kenyatta too is actually rooting for. So that's their current president. And you know that any candidate that the president kind of endorse is already a strong contender.
Exactly,
So
and just like in
yes,
Nigeria, it's same thing. Once the
yes,
acting
yes,
acting president supports you, you have an edge of
yes, you have an edge
taking the
over
whole thing.
others.
So
Yes,
as for me, let the best man win. Okay, all we want is development. All we want is peace. I don't see Kenyans as violent people, so I know this election is going to be free and fair, and it's going to be very safe. So fingers crossed. I can't wait to see what happens tomorrow. So how
Hmm.
excited are you? Are you excited? Are you excited for
I'm
this news?
excited though. Do you know how it feels if someone has been reigning for the past 10 years? You know, you want to feel a breath of fresh air. You want to
Exactly.
see another person to just come in and do what the person can do. So that's why we are here today. Kenyans in the house, please
Okay.
jump on the link and let us hear Wambua George Mutua, Raila Odinga, the reformist. That's who you are rooting for. Well, that makes the two of us. I'm rooting for Odinga too. I hope. But these four men that is on my thumbnail, I think there are more than four that are contesting. But the four people on my thumbnail that are very strong contenders. It's just like saying APC, PDP, Labour Party. You know how strong those people are, like Peter Obi, like
Mm-hmm.
Tinubu, and who is Atiku? Yes, you know
Meanwhile,
Atiku has
thanks
been
to
contesting.
Supernaturals for the super chat. Thank you so much for Supernatural
Thank.
Spirit for the super chat.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much, Supernatural Spirit. Oh, wow. Thank you so much for the super chat. I'm grateful. So, Baba is the best, okay? So this person that are calling Baba now has been contesting, like this is like his fourth time of contesting. Baba the fifth, imagine, or fifth time save or contest. It's just like Atiku. So a lot of Kenyans too want him to win. I think maybe he has been a former prime minister of Kenya. Yes, he has been a former prime minister. If you're a Kenyan, please jump on the link. I just dropped the link to this
Can you
chat
drop the
now.
link again? Drop the link
All right.
again.
Please just come in and let's have I dropped it? Have I dropped it? Is it there now?
Yeah, no, yes, it's there.
Is there? Okay.
No,
All right. So please,
I
if
can't
you
see.
want
I
to
can't
join
see
the
it.
link, you can see it.
Can you drop it
Who are
again?
you rooting for? Who are you rooting for? Who are you rooting for? Okay. Who are you rooting for?
Okay, host. I'll give my Kenyan brothers and sisters room for them to jump in. Okay,
All right.
I'll be on the background.
Okay. You didn't tell us who you were rooting for, would you?
I support you. I support you. I know you know good things. Whoever, for me, I just want the best man to win. Okay, all we want is development. We want what's it called, improvement. So we have someone here. We have Mr. George.
George.
George, thank you
Yeah,
Asante
so much for
sana.
coming.
Karibu.
asante
Thank
sana.
you.
Karibu.
I'm happy to be in this show. Yeah,
Yes, Karibu. Who are you rooting for? How will
shukran.
tomorrow be?
Tomorrow it's reformist versus the corruption individuals.
Ha.
So we are going to vote for Raila Odinga. Raila
Okay.
is the man to watch. Yeah,
What of Baba?
yeah, it's Baba. Raila, another name is
Hmm,
Baba. He has so many names.
Baba.
Baba,
Yes.
Enigma, the reformist. All right,
What,
Aguambo. All the names
what
were
is
given
it?
to him because you know the reason why Kenya has this democracy you are seeing, like Kenya practicing their democracy, is because of Raila Amolo Odinga. He's the one who fought for, he removed the previous regime for Moi. You remember Moi, the
Arab
second
Moi?
president of Kenya, Arap Moi, yeah. So during those days, those are the days of dictatorialship in Kenya, all right?
Okay.
Whereby most of the time, when Moi passes by, maybe through your town or somewhere, people used to close their shops and their businesses to just come out and wave for Moi, and sometimes you cannot even mention his name in public because you might be taken to police. I remember when we were watching the movie of this Aki and Popo. I remember there's a time when they were acting and they were mentioning the name of your former president, one of the best presidents Nigeria had,
Olusegun Obasanjo.
Baba Sanjo. Yeah. So they were really they were talking in silent about the president, and then one of them asked why. Yeah, it's like they were so suspicious, looking if the police are around. So the same was happening to Kenya during that time. So Moi had
During
to
Arab
fight.
Moi time.
Yeah, during Daniel Arap Moi, people had no say. So Odinga is among the reformists, among the people who were taken to prison. You know, and the way he's walking, the way he normally has the handkerchief putting on his eyes, is because of the torture he went through for the sake of the people of this land. And many times when we go for election, they've been denying him the victory. All right,
Wow. I
because
think
we normally
he's
say
contesting
is
for
the
I think this is the fourth time, right?
fifth time.
Fifth time,
It's the
yes.
fifth time. That's why we say is the fifth. Yeah, that's why we say Baba the fifth, because he's the fifth person now
Do you know
to take
our
over, to take us
president
to
in Nigeria now? I think we call him Buhari.
Buhari.
Baba Buhari contested 4 times. So he won the
Okay,
4th time. So
okay.
let's just keep our fingers crossed. Let's keep our fingers crossed
Yeah,
for Raila.
we hope Raila
Yes.
is going to take us to Canaan now. We are tired of Egypt.
Oh God.
We have been
How do you rate the performance of Uhuru Kenyatta? How do you rate his performance so far for the past 10 years?
Let me tell you, Uhuru is one of the best president Kenya has ever had. One of them. All right. When it
Yes.
comes to infrastructure, you can see what is happening. What has happened in Kenya? When you Kenya, we used to vote through our tribal lines, but now because he endorsed Raila, is a person who comes from the lakeside in Kisumu.
Okay.
And Uhuru Kenyatta comes from the Kikuyu community. So it was Kikuyu Kalenjin presidency, and we have 45 tribes in Kenya. All right.
Yeah.
So the
I
son of
think it's
Jomo Kenyatta
46
decided.
now. I stand to
Yeah,
be
now it's
corrected.
46.
The
Yeah, it is
Indians.
46 now. The
The
Indians
Indians,
and
like,
other. Yeah.
yeah.
So what I can say about Uhuru, he has tried as much as possible to try and remove away anything to do with the tribalistic politics. Okay, now we are going to vote for the agendas. For one person who has an agenda, we are not going to be. Sometimes they come with their manifesto to just lie to us about what they're going to do, and we know behind the curtain what has normally been happening. Like for the previous elections, you heard that we had some people who lost their life. One of the
Yes.
IBC was murdered. It is because now the other people do not have the machinery. All right, but now you cannot hear the cases. Why? It is because Raila is coming up as a reformist. He does not like these killings and anything. All right, so we are going to fight for him. For 5 years, they have been denying him that. All right, but now he's
Is
going to
there
win.
vote buying? Is there vote buying in Kenya? Do they buy votes?
Vote what?
Vote
To buy.
buying. Yes. Like you
It's
see
normally up.
politicians in Nigeria, you see politicians go to where maybe ballots or polling centers, then they pay you to vote for this party, maybe vote for blue, vote for another party, vote for. Is there vote buying, like bribe? You bribe them to vote for Raila or something like that. Is there something like that in Kenya?
No, it normally happens during rallies. But
Okay.
you can hire Kenyans, but you cannot buy them. All right? We will eat your money. But when I go there, your vote is your secret. All right? You go there and you vote for someone you love, for someone,
Yes,
because you're
it's
going
true.
to. All right?
It's true. Yes.
So, but in rallies, that's what
Yes.
normally happens. But when it comes to voting, we normally vote as an individual. All right? So
All right.
now you'll never
Please let
hear
me
anything
give.
to do with the. Huh?
Hello,
Oh,
Masioma Augustine. Sorry to cut you off, George.
it's okay.
Hello,
It's
Masioma,
okay.
you're welcome. Karibu. We have another person in the house. Everybody, I cannot
I
read all the
appreciate.
chat that is going. Yes, please,
I
what do you
appreciate.
have to say about tomorrow? How prepared are you? Is there some sort of violence already? Like in Nigeria now, if tomorrow is election, by today you see people fighting, maybe burning streets and all that. You see guns, you see soldiers already patrolling. Is there something like, is the situation tense? Masioma Augustine, we are waiting on you.
it's not that tense, but yeah.
Who are you
What I'm
supporting? Who
trying
are
to
you
say,
rooting for?
for me, I'm kind of stressed. I don't know who to support between the two, and the main reason being that one, with this honorable Raila Odinga, we tried to fight for him in 2017. Also, people fought for him in 2013 and 2007. But let's talk about the 2017 issue. People
Yes.
kind of they thought that he betrayed them because he kind of said that he was even sworn in. But after being sworn in as people's president, he within a short period of time we decided to go and shake hands with Kenyatta, who is the current president. So it
Yeah, I
was
think
quite
your this thing is breaking. I think your line is breaking. Can you go off and come in? Your line is breaking a little. Or is
okay.
it from my end?
Let me try another line.
Okay,
I'm
it's better
coming
now.
soon.
It's better now. We can hear you now.
So what I was trying to say that after some people who let's say fought for him were kind of thought he betrayed them. And
Okay.
let me talk of shortly about the debut president who is now vying for presidency. He fought together with Uhuru Kenyatta,
Yes,
but
I know.
slowly Uhuru Kenyatta turned against him. You see, so it kind of shows betrayal between two individuals. So that's why I'm kind of stuck between should I support this William Ruto, who really supported Uhuru Kenyatta, but now he has been betrayed.
Who is
At
the
the
person
same
that has
time, why I
excuse me? Who is the person that has a female as a running mate, as a vice president? Who is the person that chose a female?
both of
There's a
both of
contestant
the,
that used a female.
both Raila Odinga and we
Mm-hmm.
have Wajakoya, and we
Okay.
also have I think is why there are three. Only one who is the deputy president is the one who chose a male vice president.
Oh wow.
So what
Josie.
I'm trying to say, and what I find is so difficult supporting the deputy president is this: he has been in government for 10 years, and people have been struggling. So you wonder what is he going to change, even though he has been crying that he has been sidelined by the president. So that's why even up to now I'm kind of confused who between these two individuals will I support, because seeing really from what has been happening in opinion polls, we have only two individuals who can succeed. That is the current deputy president and Raila Odinga. Others, let's say the two individuals who are also vying for president, are kind of they are just pushing them into the wedding ceremony. So that's kind of confusing, but I hope by tomorrow when I reach at the polling station, I could just say to hell, let one of them just take.
So you don't know who you are voting for now. You don't know until you get to the polling booth tomorrow.
Yeah, for now, at the current
May,
moment,
may, may,
I have no individual who I'm saying
may, may,
is my
may,
favorite
may
presidential candidate.
may I talk to my brother for
Okay.
a second?
Yeah, I'm
Concerning, yeah.
listening.
Augustine, we
Yeah,
know it very
yeah,
well.
yeah,
There was no betrayal whatsoever. All right, in this way, now it has come to our limelight that the deputy was paid to support Uhuru Kenyatta because they had a case in ICC. You remember? All right.
yeah. I
So
remember,
they vied
but
for the presidency because of the conveniences, not for the sake of the people during that time. You understand what I'm saying? So they had to buy
I'm
that guy because
listening.
that guy could not support the president without given handout or money. All right. So when he went there, he worked with this
Yeah,
person, and Uhuru meant well for the country. All right. For the first 5 years, he meant so well. But now, when they were giving out ministries between the two, Ruto was given an opportunity to mention his cabinet, half because they were all nominated by the people. But now what happened? Ruto, all his cabinet came from his tribe, from the Ministry of Finance to Ministry of, and he took very important ministries in the government, to the Ministry of Energy, and that is why when Uhuru decided to now bring his ministers or his cabinet, he mixed from coast to Nyanza to Kikuyus to Kambas, he mixed. But Ruto is a very tribalistic leader. From that only, you could tell that this person is very tribalistic. He took all his cabinet from his tribe. All right.
But
then
do you know
leave
that?
Along that.
Do you know
Okay,
that
what are you
William
saying?
Ruto is the current deputy president of
Yes.
Kenya presently, Ruto?
Yes.
And he has been there since like 2013. I'm sure
Yes.
Kenya as it is now, as developed as it is now, is a joint effort between Uhuru and William Ruto.
And Raila. No. It's between Uhuru and Raila for the country to be where it is right now.
So what we are saying
and
now
I'll come
is,
to, yes,
Ruto did not do anything despite being the president of deputy president of Kenya.
No. You cannot say he did not know anything. He knew everything. All right.
May
and
I
that is why
interrupt?
when he had machineries, and that is why when he had the machineries, the deep state, the NIS, and every government support, that guy was very arrogant. Until that, he could do anything for anyone, and so many people died. He killed so many people. You can also check the witnesses who are going to talk about him in the ICC. All of them were killed. Even one of the police who was working in his office, that guy died. All right. Then
yes,
this guy started to have so much scandals and everything. Then there was speculation about he wanted to kill the president when when the president was going to, was it in Dubai or where? Then the NIS intelligence told him that he's going to be assassinated. So what happened? He had to his plane had to be brought back in Kenya. All right. So all this was happening behind the president back, and it came a point they wanted to impeach him. All right, they wanted to impeach the president. And in other hand, now Raila Odinga was very mad, and he said he told his people, now we have to boycott everything. Even Safaricom, the line, people boycotted it. We started to buy Airtel. All right, there are some certain products we could not buy, so it was pressure for the president. But the main agenda of this Ruto, he wanted now to impeach that person for him to step down so that he may take over. You understand what I mean? And that is when now I can tell you from what I know now. I had one of my friend who works for NIS, and before all the handshake and all these things which happened, this is what he told me. Before they went for the handshake, yes.
Somebody is contesting what you are saying now. That do you have evidence that Ruto kills so many people? I'm sure if he kills people, he will not be working. Is it Kukuyu or Kalenjin?
It's a Kalenjin. Let me tell you one thing you should always know. Our constitution is very clear. The reason as to why even Ruto cannot step down after all those scandals and everything is because the constitution protects him. Because, even the president has no power to what? To demote him or to fire him. All right? And he's so clever. He knows that. All right? And because he has money and everything. Yes, the deputy president. He cannot be fired because we, the people, our constitution say the president is being elected by the people. The deputy and the president, they're all. The president does not appoint. All right? You understand what I mean?
When Odinga was there, when Odinga was the prime minister, I think 2008, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or when was it? What was the difference between his rule now and his rule then and that of Uhuru Kenyatta? And why is Uhuru Kenyatta, why is he supporting Odinga and not William Ruto, that is his own vice president? I think I remember in Nigeria then, I think President Buhari did not endorse anybody. But if he were to be, let me say, Osibanjo is our own vice president. So Adibi, it was Osibanjo that won the primaries of the APC, that's their party. And sure, that's the person that the president will be supporting. I think Uhuru is just using Odinga as a compensation for the people. You know, he has been contesting for like 5 times.
Not only.
She has disappeared,
Hello.
but she has disappeared.
Yes. Now.
So what I'm trying to say,
Agustin, go on.
maybe talking about facts, because there are some things for me, for instance, I cannot confirm. But let's say from what we have seen between Uhuru Kenyatta and
I
can you
think
just
something
confirm
went
that
wrong. I
from
don't
what
know.
we see,
Are we back? Are
yeah,
we back?
yeah, yes, we are seeing you.
All right.
Yes, we are
So
back.
that's what I'm saying. That I think Uhuru is just using it as a compensation for the people because he knows that the people like Odinga more than Ruto. But that's kind of confusing to me because as a president, you're supposed to support your deputy president. You are saying now that Ruto killed many people. I don't think that is true. I don't think that
So
is true.
Now.
even to interrupt you, let me say it is, if
Yes.
Ruto could have gained at least some respect, with the current president, if we could have gained some respect, what he could have done is just disappear like how the late Mwai Kibaki disappeared from politics without endorsing anyone, because he could have just even stayed silent, even though they agreed that he was supposed to support his debut. It would have not been mandatory. He could have just disappeared silently. But now, what I was asking you before is from what we are seeing, without maybe saying that, without having facts. For instance, I can't say that I have facts that, oh, William Ruto maybe killed some people. I don't have facts, so I can't talk about that one. What I would like us to talk from what you have
Can
seen,
we
that
hear
is,
you? Can you increase the volume?
oh,
Can
I'm
you
not
hear
clear.
him?
Are you hearing me now?
Yes. Can you hear him, George? Can you hear Augustine?
Yes, I can hear him. I can hear him very well.
All right. You can
Yeah.
continue.
So from what we are saying, what I'm saying, from what we are seeing between the deputy president and William and Uhuru Kenyatta, these two individuals, from just observing, can you confirm, George, that Uhuru betrayed his debut from
No, he
the
did not
promises
betray.
which they had from 2013? Because you said that Uhuru Kenyatta and
Yes,
William Ruto, we can confirm
I
these two
can hear you.
individuals
Continue.
actually. These two individuals decided to elect two
Mm-hmm.
communities from which they come from,
Mm-hmm.
and they gave them cabinet ministries while ignoring other
Yes.
communities. Can you confirm that?
Yes, but yeah, it is there. You know, Uru. You could see the cabinet, the ministries, the
What?
ministers who Uru appoint them. They all come from
Yeah.
coast. We have like Najib Balala. We
No.
have so many people
Talk about
from Nyanza. All right,
talk about
but when it comes to
2013 issue. 2013 issue.
13 issue about that is
The
where the problem
two.
started, bro. That is where the problem started.
But who is the head of the government between these two individuals? Who should you blame?
It is, let me tell you one thing.
Let me
Yeah.
welcome
I
this
cannot.
person into the house. We have another person in the house. What do you think about these arguments going on between Masioma and Augustine or and George? Augustine and George. What do you think? Who are you voting for? Who are
First
you
of all,
voting for?
I'm not sure I'll be able to vote tomorrow. My
Why?
vote is
Oh
my
wow.
vote is very far. But let them finish talking. I just joined, then I can get
Okay.
the bearing and know what's going on.
Supernatural
That's
gift.
it.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Okay,
Thank you
okay.
so much.
I wanted to answer my brother Augustine. I wanted to tell him
Yeah.
this. Yes, the president is the head of the state. All right, Uhuru Kenyatta. All right, but now, according to our constitution, they were all elected by the people. Sawa. There's no way.
Hello, can we hear you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
I
He
think he has
disappeared.
yes.
Yeah,
But
I'm back.
maybe I
I'm
may
back. I'm
ask
back.
you. Okay, it's okay.
I'm
Yes,
back.
he's back.
I'm
He's
back.
back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now this is what I want to say. When they were working together, Ruto gave us so many promises, so many promises. Even the president was so quiet. It is there. It is there in the public domain. In 6 months' time, I don't know, we are going to have, I don't know, there will be stadiums. I don't know in which part of Kenya it will be complete. He gave us like 1,000 promises. None of those promises came to pass. All right, none of them came to pass. And then we come to realize that our vice president is a double speak person. Today he can say this, tomorrow he says that. I think you also saw the presidential debate. He was there alone. They had to crucify him alone to lie to the people. They were to see the real image of what kind of a person he is. All right. So what I'm trying to say is the president could not have power
Yeah.
to fire his deputy in accordance with the constitution. And if that person was a statesman or is a patriot, he could not be a ghost worker. You are not working, but you are being paid by the government. Why don't
I
you?
think George,
Why don't you? Yes,
I
yes.
think George, you are being biased because of Baba
No,
the Fifth. I know you
no,
are
no, no,
supporting him
Let
very
me ask him.
strongly, but you don't have
no, no,
to
no.
Allow
I'm
me
not
to
you don't
being
ask
have
him.
to
biased.
accuse
I'm,
William Ruto. He
I'm
Allow
has
not being
his
biased.
own supporters. He has his own
I'm not.
allow
supporters.
me to ask him a question.
Yes.
What I'm asking is
You
this.
see, somebody is saying Masioma is arguing for sympathy votes. You don't have to say Ruto killed people. I don't think so. That is not true. He was deputy president. He has been with Uhuru several times, even in bad times, in good times. I don't know why Uhuru will just go and be supporting Raila. That's why I said he's using it to compensate the people because he knows that Odinga, people likes him. And I just pray that it will not turn out like us here in Nigeria, that we all voted for Buhari. Plenty people, we were fighting our president because of Goodluck Jonathan. We were fighting because of Buhari, we were fighting Goodluck Jonathan. Look at what it has gotten us to 8 years with nothing. We basically went back from where we were coming from. So that is why I'm saying that why is everybody supporting Odinga?
Well,
May
first
I?
of
Listen,
all,
So
May,
Masioma,
we are not
you
supporting
don't have
Odinga.
to
We are not supporting
not
Odinga because of sympathy, and it is not because the president wants us to appreciate him. Odinga is a statesman. Everything which he has done, even the county government we are having right now, the majimbolism,
But why
it
is
is
he
because
so
of that
desperate
guy.
to become
All right?
president though? This is the
he's
first,
not
this is
desperate. He's a
No,
politician,
his
and
fifth
that's
time
what
of contesting.
politicians do.
Why the desperation?
He's not
listen,
desperate.
he's not desperate. He's not
Every
desperate at all.
politician,
Go ahead,
politician
go
Oh
ahead.
who
wow.
runs for office has the ambition of being the highest leader. So he's just doing what politicians do. It's like asking me, why is Hussein Bolt desperate to win? But that's what athletes do. They want to win
That
races.
is different.
You see, so by very
That is
definition,
different.
that is the aim of every politician. They want to be president. And to be very fair, Raila Odinga has really done a lot for this country. I mean, if
but
we are going to list his accomplishments, I don't think we'll even
Yeah.
finish that. But what was Ruto done? Nothing. Every place he has been rocked with scandals, a lot of scandals. Why does he attract so many scandals? Ask yourself.
so may I ask George? I have a question for George
Yes,
because
yes, yes.
he has been blaming the president. He has been blaming the deputy president. For me, I say that there
Yes.
is no sympathy force I'm looking for. It's just that I've not decided. So you have been
Okay.
blaming the deputy president, but let's say you are married. If your family fails,
Uh-huh.
who should be blamed? Your wife or you as an individual? Because you are the head of the family.
Come again with the question. If I have,
What I'm
if
saying
I'm
is,
married, uh-huh.
so you have been blaming the deputy president because of the issues surrounding the
Can we
president on how he failed to
Uh-huh.
deliver. So what I'm asking is, the president is like the head of the family. Now, if the
Yes.
results which have already come out of the government are kind of not pleasing to individuals because living standards of Kenyans is so high, There is no cooking flour at the moment. Individuals are struggling. Who should you blame? Should you blame the deputy president, who is like now a wife, or should you blame the president, who is the head of the family?
Let me
Well,
tell
that
you, you
is
should
not
blame
a
both of.
proper
Remember,
You
argument.
should blame the president. To me, you should
No,
no,
blame
no,
the
no.
no.
president
Listen,
because
That
he's
is
the
listen. No,
head.
no, 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 no.
He's the
it
head of the
takes
Listen,
executive.
listen.
two.
Go
You
ahead, go
know,
ahead, go ahead.
that question does not hold water. In fact, I will
How?
not even answer it because
Why?
families can fall because of a bad wife, and we know that
But who
families
should be
have collapsed
blamed?
because of a bad wife. It's
Who
obvious.
should be
You know
blamed?
that.
Who should be
So
blamed?
it takes two to tango, and I will give you reasons why Uhuru Kenyatta fell out with the deputy. The deputy has sustained a 7-year campaign period in Kenya, every month spending 210 million Kenyan shillings every month. That is around 40 million Kenyan shillings every week. Where does he get the money from? The moment they got to power, the deputy decided to go into a looting spree. He put his men in place who were corruptly giving tenders to him. They were siphoning money out of the national treasury every week, 50 to 100 million shillings every week. And that's how he has sustained his campaigns. So nothing was going. The moment they got into power, the deputy started
Do you know
floating.
that Kenya is in sorry for cutting you off. Do you know that Kenya is in debt presently? I think according to maybe
Of course,
World
I
Bank or
know.
IMF,
But which
Kenya
country is
owes
not? Which country is not?
72 billion.
Yeah, but which country
72
is not?
billion.
Which country is not?
Okay.
You cannot sustain an economy without debt. That's true. Yeah.
That's
Of
true.
course, our level
That's
of debt is a bit higher than it should be, but at least we have something to show for it. It's not the best situation, but the debt that was taken was used to fund infrastructure. We are never going to build a road again that we have built. And this road is an investment. Many people don't understand how debt works. If you take a debt to invest, it's good. But if I take a debt to buy a car or a luxury
Oh wow,
suit,
supernatural spirit. Thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Thank you
But
so
may
much
I ask
again.
you,
yes, please.
the whole issue here we have talked, it's good to do investments with which you are borrowed. In terms of roads, we can say that Uhuru has done somehow better.
Mhm.
But the only issue is, are you forgetting how much money Kenya loses through corruption each and every day?
Yes, and actually the problem starts with the deputy. The deputy is the one who
But
has
so
perpetrated
that's why
the
I've been
corruption.
asking you. You see, that's why I've been asking you this. Even when we have been having an issue of charges being signed, you see, even this, like let's say the prosecutor in terms of those people, even who involved in corruption, fight against corruption. I believe the president has a role to play in those individuals being elected. But somehow the deputy vice president, like he offers some advice to the president. But now all the blame you are giving the deputy president. At the same time, some good things now you are crediting the president. Why can't you blame the head of the government, who is the president, because he has a greater role to play than the deputy president?
Well, in my opinion, I don't know if you're Kenyan or not, um,
I'm a
but
Kenyan.
when I look at Uhuru Kenyatta as a president, he has done a lot in uniting the country. By 2017, there is a part of Kenya that had been out of power for a very long time. I don't have to say Kenya that it is. And it
It's
was
kind of an
becoming
echo. I don't know.
Sorry, excuse me, guys. Let me read this this thing is really important because it also applies to Nigeria here. You just borrow so much money and you don't have anything to show for it that this is the project we are using the money for or something like that. The issue isn't debt, but how the debt has been used. Unfortunately, the debt we have can't be compared with the project we have. That's keep it simple with Benji, which is
Very
actually
true.
true. But me, I would
Very
say
true.
Uhuru did a good job. Me, that is what me. I think his name means freedom, right?
Yeah,
Kind
sure.
of that.
Okay. Is he Kikuyu or Masai?
Yes,
Kikuyu.
Kiko.
Is Kikuyu.
Yeah.
So me, I'm just bothered that I know that Raila has so much support from people. A lot of people, they have already said that they are voting for him. I know, but this man was a former prime minister. Why when he was prime minister, how was Kenya? How was Kenya? Is it that he did so well that people want to vote for him this
No,
time
no,
The,
around?
no, no, no.
Or people are
Okay,
just
okay, okay.
pitying him as
No,
this is
no
his
one is
fifth
pitching
time?
him. No one is pitching
act,
him. You have to understand how he became prime minister. Yeah, you have to
Okay.
understand how he became, right? Um, and the dynamics of the partnership he had with that government. In 2007, Raila won the election and he was raided
Okay.
out.
Yeah.
You know that part. And then now they tried to compensate him by not giving him what he deserved, which was to be the president. But they said, okay, let's have um, a coalition government and give him the position of the prime minister.
Prime Minister. Okay.
But then he was never the head of the government. So in that government, actually, he was being sidelined. He wasn't even given powers to conduct, the changes that he really wanted. He didn't have the whole, he didn't have the entirety of the government to implement the changes that he wanted to implement. So 2 years into his premiership, I can comfortably say that he was not actually in the government 2 years into his premiership because he had been kicked out of the centers of power to a point where he could really not do much. But him being a statesman, he decided to go all the way until the end.
and I believe
According to the
maybe you.
research I'm reading now, opinion polls gives Odinga 49% and Ruto is at 41%. Opinion polls that people presently what they are saying that who they will vote for online, I think Odinga has 49%. Oh wow, this is tough.
So
This is
maybe I
tough.
can also add the issue why maybe Raila is so famous. I believe is among the individuals who fought, let's say, the Moi era, which kind of oppressed some individuals. There was no freedom of speech. That's why
Okay.
he became so famous. And 2007, they decided to shake hands with the late Moi Kibaki,
That's
and they decided,
2007.
maybe
Yeah.
2008 there, and they decided to work together. At the same time, I believe maybe my colleague may rectify me. I believe it's under the Kibaki and the Raila era. It's kind of the economy was so good, and there were no a lot of struggling. That's why he's kind of so remembered. And also, I believe during his tenure as a transport minister, I believe he kind of did good development in terms of infrastructure. So that's why some people tend to argue that he's a performer if
Do
given an
you think
opportunity as a
do you
president.
do you think do you think if he doesn't win that maybe everywhere will scatter or violence will happen? Because you know that the last election they said maybe they rigged it because he won or something like that. I think they said they rigged it. That is why Uhuru shook hands with him 2018 to become so that to show his support for his this fifth time that he's running. Do you think maybe if peradventure, I didn't say he will not win. I'm just saying maybe if Ruto win, what will happen?
So
Well,
there is maybe I can say this. You know what? Why Raila is so much kind of struggling to win this election is that the age doesn't allow him that much time to fight for another
I think it's
presidential election.
77 years.
Yeah, for
Correct.
maybe now if we loses, then it will be around 82, and no person can entertain him actually. So
That's if he uses one term. If he uses two term, it will be almost 90 by the time he finish.
No,
yeah,
no,
but
no, no, no.
it will be much
It'll
better
be
if
87.
we takes the first term because he can at least retain the second term. But if we decides to lose this one, even people are tired of him because he has been fighting for president in 2007, 2012, 2017, even in 1997, I believe we fight for. So that's why he has like a last bullet. But I don't believe if we loses, there could be violence because it's kind of now security forces are aware of what is happening because no individual can actually accept that we return to
But
what happened in 2007. At the
but
same
anyway,
time, some people, yeah,
Uh,
continue.
I'm saying, but
Victor, Obui, and Frank, you're welcome to the house. Frank, what do you have to say to this our conversation? Who are you voting for? Who do you think will win the election? Frank, over to you.
Okay, guys,
oh,
thank you. Good evening. I believe you can hear me, right?
Karibu.
Thank you.
Asante sana. So, basically, I am enjoying the topic. Thank you for welcoming me. To be honest, there's a speaker who said that we've had post-election skirmishes, which is true. But this time round, I don't think there's anybody in Kenya who's we've learned a lot. Scars are there, and I don't think we are yet ready to go back there, where we really struggled to ensure that we survive. So basically, the way the metrics are and the statistics, if opinion polls are anything to go by, I believe that the former premier, Raila Odinga, will emerge or at least go for a runoff. I'm not a political expert, but from my just a simple understanding, I believe that this time round it's going to be just safe, and people are out to vote. I am out to vote, and basically I'm hoping that the former premier will have a term in office, a 5-year term in office to steer this country forward. Thank you for this chance.
So who are you supporting, Frank?
I
he
am
said the premier.
the former
She's
premier, the former prime minister, Raila Odinga.
so what if Raila doesn't win? Everybody is support. I want somebody that has maybe another contestant or what will I aspirant. I want that person to talk. People,
Maybe
all of you are against William Ruto because me, I know what it feels if somebody that is very old and has been contesting several times becomes president. It happens exactly like that in Nigeria. Look at what we are facing now. When Buhari wanted to be president of Nigeria at that time, everybody was happy. Say Baba, Baba is coming. This is almost 8 years of nothing, of absolute nothing. And we thought maybe when he come, it's time for freedom and all that. So me, I know I've been from experience. I'm talking from experience that what if Ruto even wins? Kenya will not divide. That's what I know. Kenyans are not violent people. In Nigeria now, we have vote buying. If you go to the polling booth tomorrow, you see people giving you money to vote for their contestants, to vote for their contest. Does that happen in Kenya? That you buy votes?
Yeah,
yes, basically
that's happened.
it happens.
That happens everywhere.
Well, you asked a very good question concerning what if Raila doesn't win. Yeah.
Yes. What if Raila doesn't win?
Well, I mean, if you understand how politics works in Kenya, I don't think that question is valid.
Let me chat with this first.
It's very clear that the former premier is going to. I mean, did you see the last campaigns that they had? That was on Saturday.
On Saturday, no, I did not.
Well, let me give you a breakdown. For the last 2 weeks, the two parties were fighting over the venue of the last campaign, and they both wanted Nyayo Stadium because it has a smaller capacity of 45,000 people, and it's closer to the center of Nairobi, which makes it easier to fill. But Ruto with his team, they fought so hard and they got it. But on the day of the campaign, they couldn't even fill half the stadium. So Raila took the stadium that has 60,000 people, and it's like, I think, 20 or 15 kilometers from the center, but he still filled it to capacity. So I'm not saying that turn up to these events means that the one who filled the stadium has more votes. But we cannot also say that there is no correlation between turn up and the votes that he will get. That showed you clearly that Raila
is there tribalism in Kenya that somebody will say because I think Odinga is he Kikuyu?
No, he's Luo.
Okay, Luo. Because maybe he said because he's Luo, I'm Luo, and then I vote for him. Is there something like that?
Of course.
That's like a DNA. That's a DNA.
If I can come in, Eunice, if I can come in, previous election.
Can I contribute?
Okay, you're welcome. Please go ahead. And that is Wamel, right?
Wamel.
Yes.
Okay. Hi, Eunice.
Hi. Who are you voting for? Who are you supporting?
I'm supporting Raila.
Hey, another one.
I'm supporting Raila.
Oh wow.
And your question is, are people voting for him because he's Luo? And the quick answer is yes and no. No, because majority are not from his tribe that are supporting him. And of course, his own tribe are supporting him. That's a given in Kenya. The same with Ruto. Ruto's main support is coming from his tribe. So that's nothing strange. But the reason for people voting for him is not so much because of tribe, but because of his track record. Somebody who has fought for, he has fought for, he has stood for, he's a principled man who is anti-graft.
During the time as his time as minister, prime minister, did you people enjoy his time? I know it's just like maybe he doesn't have much power that time or so. Did he perform for him to qualify to be president this time around?
Yes, absolutely. You see all the infrastructure that you've been talking about in your other videos. Can I just finish first, please?
Okay, you can go ahead.
Yeah, the infrastructure project started actually in the first term in 2002 up to 2007.
Okay.
They started doing those projects, yeah, and they planned even for the projects that have been completed in this 10 years of Uhuru. Most of them were actually planned for during the coalition government and the NAC government of 2002 to 2007. So you find that he has performed very well as an infrastructure. He was a roads minister. I had somebody here saying about transport. Not transport. He was the public works and roads minister in 2002 to 2007. And even the railway, the SGR railway, it was the coalition government that planned it, and they had done everything, including the contract. It is just that when Uhuru and Ruto came in, they only increased the price. Instead of doing it at the same price, they only increased the price, of course, because of corruption, but otherwise it was conceived and planned for in the first government, in the coalition government of Raila as prime minister and Mwai Kibaki as president.
Can I go?
Yes, you can.
I'm trying to look for a way to raise a hand in this device. I don't know. But what I wanted to comment about is to thank the previous speaker. But the question you asked about whether Is it about is it about tribal? At this point, I'll say not really, because this election is about economic empowerment. People are more geared into their financial state as opposed to the tribe. And the most amazing thing is the most dominant or the most influential part of our society, which is coming from the mountain, they do not have a strong candidate, or I say Kikuyus, if we go in terms of tribal. So that matrix now, they are voting, they are free to vote either side without having their person in the document. Now, right now, when you look at the two formations, the Kenya Kwanza that is led by the deputy president, and you look at the Azimio side, which is led by the former premier. You look at the credential, look at the presidential ticket as the former premier, that is Raila Odinga, and you look at the running mate. When you combine these two leaders, what they have done in Kenya and since post-independence all through up to now, if you look at their track record in terms of corruption, in terms of doing harm to the nation, it's relatively low unless someone has more evidence that I have seen as to compare to the other side. Because if you look at the other side, it has the ticket has challenges, has some sports. They have been presented even before a court of law and so many other things. So people right now, they are looking at on whose hand can we be safe. As a parent, you look at on whose hand can my child survive, and you see you'd rather go with someone that has a bit of a credential, a bit of a record that you can rely on, rather than a record of
Uh, please, I would like to hear from Victor.
okay.
Victor, are you there?
Yes, I'm there, Eunice.
Who are you supporting? I think you have been quiet for some time. Who are you supporting? I hope it's not Odinga again. Is it another Odinga?
First of all, let me thank you for having me in this show.
You're
Actually,
welcome.
it is a healthy discussion. I like it. In the first place, I am a staunch Odinga supporter. That is the Raila ODM Damu. Okay, the reason being I don't support party because of tribal things. No, first of all, if you look at generally African politics, it's all about tribe. But now, when we are looking at actually in terms of Raila has really done a lot to this country. Since the time he was the prime minister, he has really done a lot. And that one has made me to give him my support. However much, people are viewing him in different calculus, but that is not the case. For instance, some people have talked about road network. Actually, it is because during the time when Raila was the president, I mean, was the prime minister, the Thika superhighway was constructed. I think those Kenyans who are in this show can affirm that. Apart from that, let us look at the issue of SGR. SGR was
That's the train, right?
initially, sorry.
That's the train.
Yeah, that is true. Now, we talk about SGR. It is the project which was initiated by the late President Mwai Kibaki and also the former Prime Minister, who is yet to be announced as the fifth President of Kenya. Now, Eunice, you are laughing. Actually, it's fun. Those who those who are supporting UDA, they come. By the way, when we are looking at William Samoei Ruto, who is now, let me term him as the former deputy president of the Great Republic of Kenya, is
You
a
can calm down. He's still the current deputy, and he can be the incoming president. Anything can happen.
No,
Anything
no,
can
no, no, no.
happen.
Actually,
I know a lot of people support Odinga.
is a former deputy president to the Great
Which
Republic of
which
Kenya.
which party is Oding? Is it blue? Is it blue party?
Yeah, the blue, the Azimio la Umoja,
Okay.
One Kenya Alliance. Now, let me talk about when we look at, by the way, when we look at the former deputy president, that is William Samoei Ruto, is what actually is a liar. Apart from being a liar, is a conmanship. When we are looking everywhere, by the way, I come from Mombasa, and
Okay.
if you look at most of the places, you will find maybe in one way or the other, Ruto has a land, he has a mansion, so on and so forth. You know, for the
Sorry,
small
someone has
people,
accused him that he killed many people now.
no,
You
no,
two, you are
not
saying he's a
accusing.
liar. Hey,
No, 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 no. I'm not accusing him, but whatever I'm saying is a fact. Let me tell you, I can give you in Bamburi, there is a certain place. In fact, he has not even launched. He has built a very mansion. But you know, people working in the government, I've never seen someone who has grown so rapidly like William Samoei Ruto. So those things, you know, Kenyan money is going to some few individuals' pocket like William Samoei Ruto. So those things has made me not to support. In fact, if were it not of Raila, I would have supported Wajakoya. Are you getting? But because Raila is there and Raila has sacrificed his life, he has sacrificed a lot for this country. It has given me that strength to go and support. In fact, I'm just prepared. Not going to sleep. Today at 4, I'll be at my polling station casting my vote to my president, that is
when
the
is the
fifth
election
coming.
starting? What time is it starting?
It actually, the actual election is supposed to start at 6 in the morning, but you will find people will go early as 4. They will be at various polling stations.
Is
You,
there anything like maybe stealing of ballot papers, stealing of ballot boxes, and maybe people violent, all these matatu boys, they'll just come and carry all the ballot boxes and
okay,
all that. Is there something like that?
okay, there is, for example, the way I said I come from Mombasa. As we are speaking, actually, I'm just watching the news at the same time. We shall, people of Mombasa, we shall not be able to elect our governor tomorrow. And remember, this is one of the strongholds of Raila Molo Odinga. And when we are talking about not electing our governor, what does it mean? We are told some of the things that is by IBC. Some of the electoral materials are not available. The question is why? Who is behind all this? Talking about also Kakamega. Kakamega are also not going to, in terms of gubernatorial, there is nothing like that. It means, number one, the election materials, someone has tampered it. Like there is this in Tharakanithi, there were some election materials which belong to another, that is another country, another county, so to speak, was found. In Homa Bay, there were some people, some polling clerks were found, 4 of them, having a meeting in a house of aspirant. What does that tells you? That there is malpractice. Actually, what is going behind? We are just praying to God for a peaceful election. But what is going
That's what I'm
behind?
in all things now. That is what I really pray, that there is no, because I know how violent it can be when what people want don't come to pass, or who people want to win don't win. There will be so much violence. But I'm just praying that you guys have a very peaceful election that is free and fair, and is not rigged election or something like that. That is what I'm praying for. So guys, make sure you
So I
vote,
have a
don't be
question.
violent.
I have a question. Huh?
There is this one. I want you to take it to bank. Actually, Raila has been fighting for this seat for several years, but this time round is going to be sworn in as the next and fifth president of the Republic of Kenya. This time round,
So I
we
have a
are
question.
going
I
to
have a question.
elect. We are going to elect our president. You know, the last time the president was elected, I'm talking about serious election, was 2002. That is when Kibaki was
I think
yeah.
Lobings, you said, excuse me, I think Lobings, you said you have a question. Can
Yes,
we
and
hear
the
your
question is
question,
to you,
please?
the host.
Is directed to who?
To you, the host.
Okay,
Okay, now, from which country are you?
I'm from Nigeria.
Good, good, good. Now, I want to understand how you are perceiving or receiving the this information in Nigeria. Now, if you're receiving it from the church has framed this narrative as if there is a godly candidate and another candidate who is ungodly. And I tend to think that that's how you have received it in Nigeria. Am I correct?
Something like that, yes.
Now, that is one of the biggest distortions that has happened in these elections, right? They have managed to frame Ruto as a godly character and the other one as an ungodly character. And this is the campaign that has been going on for the longest. And for people who come from Christian nations, this narrative really has an impact on how they perceive the two candidates. And I think, and I can get the idea that you are suffering from that effect. You're not really able to look at this election without the lens of the religious aspect. And that really can distort how you understand things on the ground.
Me, I know that Raila has been contesting for years. And based on my own experience of being in Nigeria, you know, our president contested also for years. So me, I'm not going to be deceived by saying because he has been contesting for years. Our president too, he had a position like a prime minister then. In the 1980s, he was the
In the
minister
80s, I
for
know that, I know that.
petroleum. He was also a one-time military president, and he had so much integrity that time. So it was on the basis of that people voted for him to become our now president now. Now, see, the situation of Nigeria is very bad. Since he has become president, the first term, the second time, first, he said he's only coming for one term. Now, the term finished. He said Nigerians said he should continue another one. And meanwhile, it was all a lie. Nobody said that. Now, presently, now, we are praying that the person coming will not come and give us just cassava and maize because of the present position of Nigeria. That is what me I'm saying, that all Kenyans are not voting for Odinga based on sympathy, maybe because he has been contesting for 5 times.
No, no,
Because to
no.
me, Ruto is
The
young and
alternative,
vibrant,
the alternative,
and he has
the
been a
alternative,
vice president for long.
the alternative is worse, is much, much worse. Believe me, the alternative is just terrible. I wouldn't, sometimes I really want Ruto to win so that he messes up the country and I can tell people, I told you so. But but again, Kenya is bigger than that. Because it's given he will fuck up the country. There is no question about it. Yeah. Really, we don't even have to think about that. If he gets the power, he's going to screw up everything. So the alternative is much, much worse. I can't even imagine.
We
So
have a Ruto fan in the
maybe,
house,
Eunice,
finally.
in addition to that, maybe Eunice, there's a question you asked about. There's a comment from Muturi. If I can just go through, these are competition between liars, corruption, propaganda, which is the Kenya Kwanza side, against reformist integrity, Raila Odinga. Basically, just putting it through why many of us, like me, I'm lining behind Raila Odinga. So the only thing maybe I have to mention here now, we as Kenyans now trust our national institutions. For example, a speaker earlier on had said about raised issues about all these issues that have been unearthed by the police. So we believe that the police and the intelligence guys are really overworking, and that's why we have been able, as a country, to nab some of the ill plans that the other team had laid in place to ensure that they play around with the politics. So until right now, we believe. I believe. Let me be specific. I believe in our DCI, the Kinoti, the police fraternity, and the whole government agencies, that everything this time round, the votes are going to be a true reflection of what uh, Kenyans think about this election. So I believe there's going to be minimal interruption and manipulation. And my prayer is that everything is going to be okay. Finally, we believe that anybody can be the leader. You see, Kenyans can have our own view, and also God has his own plan. But again, it's a game of numbers. So if the other side comes with more numbers, we are ready. More numbers that are justifiable and clear, no manipulation whatsoever. We will say, okay, we lose, move on. And that is it. And I believe my colleagues will also agree with me. Back to you, Eunice.
Okay. I think this our Mr. Brown has not talked since. I think Victor, right? Victor, right? You have not talked
Yeah.
since. Do you have anything to contribute? Or is it George? Yes, George. Do you have anything to contribute? The man with the headphone on, you have not said anything since. So I don't know if you have anything to say, to add to it. Are you supporting Ruto or Odinga? I think there are other contestants too. You people are not talking about it. It's only Odinga.
Yeah, those ones are
Oh
jokers,
wow.
Collins.
I hope Odinga really don't surprise you people, because he has so much support. Even from my videos, all the videos I post on my channel, you just say Odinga is coming. Odinga is coming. Don't worry, Kenya will be better. I say, hey, oh wow, so much expectation from Odinga. I pray he wins actually, because I can see he's a man of the people. A lot of people are rooting for him. I just I just hope that violence doesn't happen in a Kenya election and stuff like that. Maybe you people they don't shoot and carry, just steal your ballot boxes away, or just rig the election, something like that, because it happens very well here in Nigeria. That's why I'm just asking that, what if Raila doesn't win? What will happen? Is it that everywhere will burn down, or what? George, can you say something? The man in headphone, can you say something?
No, I
Oh
think
wow,
his
this is
speaker is
interesting.
frozen.
Is it there?
No, I think it's frozen.
Okay, so this live, I intend for this live to come, like, just spend 1 hour 30 minutes, and this 1 hour 17 minutes. I'm in Nigeria actually presently, but I'm a staunch lover of Kenya. I've been to Kenya. I spent almost 120 days in Kenya. I traveled everywhere I could travel to, and that country has been like in my heart. So this election, I'm really rooting for you guys. I want everything to be peaceful. I want you people to go out and vote for the man of your choice. It doesn't, even if it's Odinga, if it's Ruto, I think you people have good politicians that will. There's another guy that was contesting one time. I think he's a Tom Mboya. Where is he? Is he still around or
No,
something?
he died long before you were
Long
born, I
time
think.
ago.
All
Long
right.
time.
Okay. I think I know that too. I saw his tattoo somewhere around after toy market or something like that. So I want you guys to kind of go out and vote. No violence. Just make it as peaceful as possible. I think one of my brother here said that he will be there as early as 4 a.m. I don't know which
Ve-
polling booth will have opened by that time. So maybe
We
it's
have
four
Very
a.m. You can go to, you can go out and vote. Another brother said that he's not sure of who to vote for. I think with everything we are discussing now, people are saying Odinga is a man of integrity, and Ruto can kill everybody. Okay, so do you have anything to say more? Masioma, are you there? Is he there?
As we wait him to come on board, Eunice, I just have to say thank you so much for the love you have for Kenya. Since the first time I came across your channel, it's when you had indicated something. I thought someone had annoyed you, so I was really curious to look at that video and see. So I was trying to see if anyone has annoyed you. Little did I know that, yeah, it was just tears of happiness. We love good content. We are honest and we love your content, and that's why we subscribe and always interact. So keep on doing whatever you do. The similar guys, I can see from your channel. Thank you so much. We love you, and we like good things and bad things also. We hit you seriously with the #KOT on Twitter. If you do wrong thing, if you correct us nicely, we agree and we appreciate and we move on. Thank you so
Hey,
much.
me, I don't want to offend Kenyans because I know they have some sort of maybe a group they call KOT that
Yes,
when you insult Kenya, they'll just come for you like this. You feel like deleting your
exactly.
channel.
Exactly. But we are good people. We are good people.
Yes.
My colleagues can confirm too.
Yes, I met amazing people when I went to Kenya. I just want to wish you guys best of luck in this coming election. Like, if you do the election on August 9, that is tomorrow, how many days does it take the electorals to count the vote? Like, when do you think the results will come out?
A
By
maximum of
Wednesday
7
evening,
days.
we should know.
So within a day, you will know the president, right?
By Wednesday
Not
evening,
really.
yeah, we should.
Oh wow,
It can go
that's
to a
wonderful.
maximum of 7 days.
7
I mean,
days.
that is for
Yes.
swearing in, huh?
No, a
Okay,
maximum of
7
7
days,
days.
swearing in 7 days.
No. A
Oh
maximum
wow,
of 7
that's
days from tomorrow. The constitution
okay.
provides, but latest 7th day after tomorrow, and then now we can know. So apparently, it's not going to take more than that. Maybe within 5 days, 4 to 5, 6 days thereabout, we'll be in a position to know who's the president elect.
I'm happy with the fact that they are including women in the process. I think like 3 candidates as women as their they declare maybe women as their vice
They're running
running
mates.
mates, right?
Yes.
Odinga has a woman as a running mate.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
What's her name?
Wajakoya.
Wajakoya.
Wajakoya has a running mate, and also Mwaure, David Mwaure also has a running mate. It's only one team, the victim team, that has men as in their ticket. They don't
The
value
Kenya
And
Kwisha.
both men have numerous scandal corruption cases in court.
So
Yeah,
I wish you guys all the best. We have just 5 or 8 minutes. Excuse me. We have 8 minutes to go on this live, and I'm imploring all Kenyans to vote. This is like you're deciding another 8 or 10 years of Kenya, because I'm sure if Odinga wins, he will run for second term. That's just the truth. That from experience. I'm talking from experience. He might say that he wants to run for just maybe 4 years. That man is old.
Eunice.
I think we have a contestant now in Nigeria. His name is
He has not
Tinubu.
said he's running
People
for
are
one
accusing
term.
him that he's very old.
No,
He has not
Eunice.
said he's running for one term. Yeah, he hasn't said that.
Definitely. You know, the way Raila wants to be like Mandela, is not going for 2 terms, by the way. He just want to set things straight. He's going for 1 term.
Do you
And
think he will do that in 4 years? 4 years is too small to set
Yes,
things straight. 4
we do
years is
think.
too small.
No, but
5
Yes.
but
years,
look here,
not
but
4
look
5
years,
here,
years,
5
yeah.
years.
5
but
years.
but
Yeah.
look here. Even if he were to run for 2 terms, where is the problem if he delivers?
I'm not
Definitely.
saying he would not deliver. I'm just saying from experience, if you're old, in Nigeria now, our president goes to UK for his health issue. Almost every month, you see him traveling to UK because once you want to kind of build a country like I think Kenya, you guys are 45 million people, right?
Okay, there is a certain phobia which Raila, it is a phobia and a monotony at the same time that Raila wants to break. You know, initially Kenya has been ruled by only two tribes in Kenya, and actually the main reason, actually Raila ought to have maybe supported a different candidate altogether, but now he wants to be. He's the only person and the only man who can make things straight in Kenya, and he wants to bring that. He wants to break that monotony of two tribes ruling the Kenya. Remember, since independence, that is 1963, up to date. Those are how many years? So many years, right? And only two tribes, right? So
Yeah.
Raila definitely, the way Mandela performed, Mandela only went for one term. That is exactly what Raila is going. He's just going to make people understand that this seat is for all Kenyans, and anyone else can sit on that seat, right? So, and that is why,
Okay.
in fact, that is why you can see majority, actually it's like 99% of those who are in the show are supporting Raila, 99%. The same way
Yes, that's
opinion
what I
polls,
can see. Like I read it out for you that the online poll is
ac-
saying that
it
opinion poll
actually
is saying that
it is like
49% said they will vote for
Nine,
Raila. Baba fifth.
99.9, remember, percent are
Oh
supporters of
wow.
Odinga, right? The same way the opinion polls from Infotrack, Tifa, so on and so forth, they were all giving Raila the lead. Raila was leading in all those opinion polls. Though those who are going on the losing side were seeing those as maybe innuendos or aulabalus. But actually, this can affirm to you that Raila is enjoying the support of Kenyans. And believe you me, out of the 22 voters, Raila is going to get 10 million plus votes. In fact, people
Hmm.
initially people could talk about maybe going for a rerun. No, there is nothing like that. Tomorrow, believe you me, tomorrow at exactly 9 a.m. That is, Raila will have garnered more than eight votes, right? That is 8 million, more than 8 million, and that is what we are also praying. There was this statement I was making. It was only that is 2002. That is when we elected President Moi Kibaki. But apart from
Yes,
that,
Kibaki.
all the presidents, apart from Kibaki, in his first term, remember, not second term, in his first term, he was elected. But all those ones, they've been cooked president, right? The one
Yeah.
which people sit on in a boardroom, they come with their own person who they want to lead us, so on and so forth. But believe you me, this time round, Eunice, you are going to see, actually it is going to be witnessed in Africa, the first time the government supporting opposition, and at the same time opposition going to garner more than those who were initially in the government without any by the way, Raila need not to rig the election. He has the support of voters. The only problem, he was every election they were stealing from Raila Odinga,
From so
including,
what you are saying now is that there are 4 times he has contested. This is the fifth time. He won everything, but they were rigging the election. Is that what you are saying?
yeah, this is the fifth time is running for the same seat. But this time around, because actually, initially, everything, there is something which people talk about deep state, all those were against Raila. But this time around, he's actually enjoying those things. And that is why he only needs his votes to be protected rather than
Yes.
maybe thinking of rigging. He enjoys all
That
those
that's
the deep
that's
state
just that was what I said because once, because in Nigeria too, we have someone that almost every electorate online is supporting. It's called Peter Obi. The man is called Peter Obi. If you ask a youth in Nigeria that who are you supporting, they will say Peter Obi. But we all know that there's this thing called rigging of election. That's why I said,
Yes.
what if, and you know that Ruto is already in power. Maybe he might have somebody in this your what do you call these INEC people in Kenya, the people that will count the
IBC,
votes.
they are called the
IEBC.
IBC.
IBEC, right?
In fact, let me tell you something, Eunice. You know, as we are speaking, actually, just like 1 hour ago, the Kenya Kwisha petitioned a certain thing. They wanted to do away with the manual register, manual voting, and it has been done away with. That is, the court has suspended the use of manual. But that one, Raila was really fighting for that manual. Why? Because you realize there were these people, is it 3 weeks ago, the people
The
from Venezuela, the
Venezuelans,
three,
yes.
exactly. You know, they came purposely to favor actually the Kenya Kwisha. That was the main idea. And Ruto had ganged up with the IBC that is against Raila. And that is why you are also seeing these innuendos all going on. Like I said, in Mombasa, tomorrow we are not going to vote for our governors, actually. We are not going to vote
Why?
for our governors because we are told election materials for the governors are not there. And remember, this is a team which we have entrusted with this process, which is yet to begin. That is tomorrow. They're telling us last minute that those materials are not ready. So we fail to understand now what are they?
I
Are they
think I have to
incompetent?
disagree with you. I think I have to
Yeah,
disagree with you, my brother, up to
yeah,
that point, because there's a possibility. You see, we've had a bit of darkness with the transaction of the electoral and the boundaries body, that is IEBC. But
yes,
of late, they have been so clear and they have been open. We agree, as the chair, the Chebukati came out and said that in Kakamega and Mombasa,
Mombasa.
we're going
Yeah,
to have a delay for the election because the ballots had an issue. Maybe it was an oversight mistake during printing or something like that. We can only wait to be told exactly what happened. But one
yeah,
thing I can say is that right now the intelligence side, led by Mr. Kinoti, they are very alert, and that is why they have managed to unearth all these things, as you have mentioned, from the servers in a private office, all the way from those guys being nabbed at JKIA, all through, and so many other dubious methods that had been laid in place to ensure that the election goes in favor of Kenya Kwisha. So, in
yeah,
an let me just say that I believe in our intelligence, I believe in our police department, I
Yes.
believe in the government. We are, as a people, sometimes, yes, you can think that everything is well planned, and then at the end of the day you realize something is amiss. So let's just believe that IBC are doing what we gave them power to do through the constitution, and relax. Tomorrow very early in the morning, as a Kenyan, make sure you are at the polling station by 4 a.m. Queue there, ensure that by 6 you voted, and you proceed with your other daily chores, so that to ensure that we trust this Kenya. Because if we don't trust IBC, my brother, we are done. If we don't trust the police and all other institutions that we have created through the constitution, then we are not. We are going to be a banana republic. For now, let's believe. Let's pray and give them ability
Yes,
to deliver.
that's
Thank you
just
so
the
much.
best
just a
bet
minute,
to
Ben,
believe in the
Eunice.
government, to believe in the electorate, to believe in your government body that they will not rig the election. Sorry guys,
Eunice,
but I will have
you
to end. It's as if
just
we
a
should not
minute before
finish
you
this
end.
live, but
Before you
yeah,
end, Eunice, I
okay.
have seen someone is commenting that the manual register have been upheld by court just yesterday. But now I'm talking about 1 hour ago. That is one of the breaking news, by the way. If this person
That you cannot vote manually.
was commenting, there is nothing like that. The court has suspended the manual register. So
Really?
meaning it will be electronic. Uh,
Electronics, yeah.
yeah, and then there is this thing, this Kakamega. If you look at Kakamega and Mombasa, those are strongholds of Raila Odinga. There is someone somewhere in these two counties is only going because his or her governor is going to be elected. But tell me, if you are governor, the person who maybe you are going to vote, and then maybe these other candidates are just by the way, your governor is not going to be voted for that very day. Do you think this person is going or is not going, is waiting for that time for the governor's materials to be ready for him or her to go? So meaning that is one way of maybe making the voter turnout from these two counties to be low. So of which that one is very, very dangerous on our side. More so the winning team. But still we believe at the end of it
Asante
all,
sana. Yeah.
Karibu. Yeah, thank you.
I just hope that IEBC don't disappoint you guys by rigging the whole thing, because with the way people are chatting and talking, the people we have had that have been talking since, I think everybody wants Odinga to win, and we have. I think Liv Naya likes Ruto, but I think you are only one man standing here now because everybody wants
Yeah.
Odinga to win. So I wish you guys a violence-free election tomorrow. Somebody said that you don't have to wait 7 days before they swear in the new president. That is 2 or 3 days. Uh, so maybe
Uh,
within 7 days, we will know the next president of Kenya, which me, I can't even wait
no, no,
to know.
no.
So it's
The
been a
next
pleasure.
president, that is on Wednesday, we shall have known the president, the fifth president, who is Raila Odinga. But that is on Wednesday,
Are you
tomorrow,
are
but
you
one.
are you IEBC? Are you IEBC that you are announcing which is going to be Raila?
No, definitely
Before,
that
I
is
think
the
before you came,
choice
we already
of.
said that. Before you came, we already said that. What if Raila doesn't win? I know everybody wants him to win, but what if he doesn't win? There's something
Actually,
called defeat
the
like that. What if
the
he doesn't win?
the word what if is missing. The word what if is missing, meaning is going to
Okay,
win. Yeah, is going to win
yeah.
actually, and that is what all
Um,
our prayers. You know, that is why
so if
someone also
mm,
reminded you. Yes, the in on 6th, that is on Saturday, in the
yes,
last rally, all of them, Ruto was with his brigade at Nyayo Stadium, and at the same time, Raila was with the allies at Kasarani. But if you look at those, if you compare those two venues,
okay,
Kasarani is twice as big as that is Nyayo Stadium. But you
Nyayo
could
Stadium.
see, yeah, Nyayo actually, Kasarani is very big. But if you could see, it was
I think you said
full
you are
to
in
the
Mombasa.
capacity
Are you in Kisumu or Mombasa?
in Mombasa.
You are
Yeah,
in
I come
Mombasa.
from Kisumu. I come from those sides of Kisumu, the lake side. But
Which tribe
right,
are you? You Kikuyu?
no, no, no. I'm a Luo by
Luo. Luos, Luos
Luo.
look like Luos look like Nigerians.
Yeah,
If you are
actually, yeah.
Nigerian, sometimes they used to mistake us for Luo people as Nigerians. They will say
Uh,
Luos and
uh,
Nigerians, they are brothers.
actually, we also share some names like Obu. My name is Obu. Are you getting the
Oh
point?
boom. Are you
Obunga.
are you serious? Oh
Obunga.
wow.
That is
So
Obunga.
I'm happy I went live for this. I didn't even know that it would be as interesting as this. I wanted it to last for just 1 hour, but this is almost 1 hour, 40 minutes. I wish you guys a peaceful election. I need to run now. Tomorrow, I'm keeping my fingers crossed for the election. I hope no violence or anything like that happen. I'm going to be following it. as it's going. I'm going to be following the process through the news because I'm not in Kenya presently. So I pray that you people have a free and fair election, and may the best man wins. Please, if you're Kenyan and you're in the house, get up and go and vote as early as 5 a.m., 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. Go to your polling booth, cast your vote for the
And
person that will take Kenya to the next level for the next 10 years. Because people are saying Odinga will use 5 years, just one time. Me, I'm saying it's not true.
uh,
He will use two
and
times. Once he enters there, he will use two times because 5 years is just too short to keep the whole thing together. So thank you so
the,
much, my co-host.
last one
Okay, all right.
to the voters tomorrow,
Yes.
including those who are supporting Ruto. Whenever
Okay.
they go to vote, they will be provided with those papers, the papers, right? Whenever you
Yes.
are given that, let them, if they like Raila, let them put a tick. And if they don't like Raila, let them put X instead of, let them mark X. I think by going that way, we shall have garnered whatever we require. Let them put tick if they like Raila in front of
No,
Raila. If
they
they
should
don't
vote
like,
for whoever they want to vote for.
no, if
Yes.
they don't like Raila, then they are in front of that. If they are Ruto supporter, in front of Raila's vote, let them put mark X. So by the end of it all, we shall all be celebrating as Kenyans.
Yes.
Karibu sana.
I
Next
pray so. I
time,
can't wait.
jaribu. Next time whenever you visit Kenya, don't
Yes.
fail to come to Mombasa. Actually,
I will. Yes.
I encountered with your content today, just today.
Oh
That
wow.
is when,
Oh wow.
yeah, that is, and I immediately I subscribed
Please,
today.
some people said I have a friend called Lolo Norman, but
Oh,
people are
Lulu.
telling me Lolo is a bad name, but she's Kenyan and then she's a Luo.
Actually,
So, some people say Lolo means
Lulu,
candy
not
in
Lulu.
Swahili. Some is saying that
Let,
Lolo means bad word in
now I want to bless you with a name,
maybe
please.
another language. I don't know. Because I wanted to call myself
Don't,
Lolo.
no,
People are
that
saying
is
it's
not
not
a
good.
good name. Lulu is not a good name. Now let me bless you with a name, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So from today henceforth, yeah, call yourself Atis.
Artist.
That is the short form of Atieno.
What is the meaning of artist?
Atis, right? That is a very good name for you.
What
Yeah,
of
Atis or
Wanjiru?
Atieno.
Wanjiru?
Sorry? Oh,
Wanjiru?
1-0. No, 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 no. 1-0. No, 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 no. Just call yourself Atiz or Atieno. The reason being, those who
Okay,
are from
artist. Okay, thank you
Karibu,
so
Karibu.
much for coming. Thank you so much, Estelle, everybody in the house. I'm very happy you guys came through for me. Ujulin, Rukidin, Magina, Doris Clems, I saw you guys. You guys are amazing. Sister Anna, Brenda Ongo, Liv Naya. I hope your man wins. Also, you said you are watching Big Brother Nigeria. Be careful with Big Brother Nigeria. I don't know what they show on that. I don't know. Then keep it simple with Benji, Martin Maturi. You guys are so amazing. If you have not subscribed to my channel, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and expect more Kenyan content. Once they announce the winner, I'm going to be making the content on the winner of the election. So stay tuned for that. I'm really happy you guys came. Please go out tomorrow to vote, determine the next 10 years or the next 5 years, whether it's Ruto, whether it's Kantugra or Odinga, and there are other contestants also. So thank you for stopping by. Don't forget to give the host a thumbs up, like this video, share if you want to share, subscribe to my channel, and catch you in my next video. Bye guys, signing out. Bye. Oh wow, yes, thank you so much.